Hello, Alaba. Hello from Scotland. We are Mike and Tina Hook. We are your missionaries here in the Highlands, coming to you today from Castle Falls.
Welcome to Castle Falls.
We hope that this video newsletter finds you all well, and we have been blessed by each one of you, and we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for continuing to give and pray. We are very excited about some of the opportunities that God has been bringing to our minds and hearts as we have been seeking Him for future ministry.
That's right. How many of you know that God wasn't surprised by 2020? I keep reminding myself that He hasn't thrown in the towel on the year, so neither can we. Restrictions here had been lifting, but due to a spike in COVID cases, they have recently been stopped. That being said, ministry still continues in the form of videos. If you have not checked out our Enlightening Kids site, please do. Use them for whatever you want. We've rented an office/studio space, and we're prayerfully hoping to begin some Zoom Bible studies with the older kids and some adult Bible study videos as well. And we're looking at a one-day event called Kite Fest, hopefully in a few weeks. And just so many other opportunities God's giving us.
A lot of creative ideas. Over and above that, we know that God has called us to a larger picture. The entire 500 miles of the Highlands. Our virtual prayer walks in key locations are in the works right now. And we will have the first videos posted shortly after this newsletter. Please, even now, begin to join us in prayer for this region. God is going to continue doing amazing things here.
We mentioned this call to the 500 to a friend here in Scotland, and she said that reminded her of Paul's missionary journeys, which were his life's work. Now that struck a chord with us, and we ask that you pray with us for our Lydias in the Highlands. See, Paul wasn't necessarily looking for Lydia when he went to Macedonia, but she was the key to spreading the gospel in Europe.
God has set each one of our footsteps throughout our lives, and they have brought us here. This is an unprecedented time. We know that ministry will continue to look different as we move forward, and we cannot help but be awed and excited by what God has in store.
Let us end this video by encouraging each one of you. God isn't finished with any of us yet, and 2020 is just the beginning.
Definitely.
We join with you in seeking God for our nation and the world. Thank you again for all that you've done for us. God's blessing on each one of you.
And as they say here in the Highlands in Scots Gaelic, Tapa Lev Ahula Dunya. Thank you, everyone. Marsh and Lev.